The amount of caps in this chat is absolutely expected.
Pretty much, yeah.
I really want them both on. I hope to God we can make it happen.
Well, unfortunately, if Deezer goes down in game 5 to another cheese, I just can't see him ever wanting to talk to people, you know, for quite a while.
I think he's rolling in it, man. I think this is his high.
This is his moment. That's why he's a professional stream sniper.
Yeah. And he is famous. Like.
Oh, fate.
Okay, now I remember why I don't have 9 million observers. Oh, there we go.
We should get Baller Faith to be like, hey, I'll pay you guys $50 each to do an interview. Suck up, Proximy. Someone whisk me if you do. Free win. I can't believe he changed his name to Rats.
It's his new team he's starting. I'm surprised he hasn't offered you a position yet.
Oh, man.
Have you been sniped recently by him?
Oh, yeah. 2 nights ago.
Well, that's sad.
1 game, stream on, I lose. Turn stream off, game 2, I win. That kind of science repeats itself. I gotta say, I am happy about CombatEX's pylon inside the base, though. This has me like really hopeful for this game.
Yeah, this is kind of innovative.
What do you guys think the chances are of them scouting each other first?
Well, they both did it last game.
I mean, in these positions... In these positions, it's standard to scout up and down, I think.
Yeah.
Especially when you have the commentator stream on. I would say that's standard.
Yes.
Gateway or Forge?
Wait, Kenzie says he's chill. I don't know. I'm really confused right now.
Deezer. Well, we did see them both go into DT rushes in Game 3. So perhaps we'll see something similar.
CombatEX is... Okay, well, actually, is he taking a really weird route to the same place? Oh, he wants to avoid the probe. Okay.
They are... Yes, they are both scouting each other first.
It's totally standard.
Took the weird route, though, man.
You know, Deezer took that route last game.
You know, it might be a positional thing where if you send it from the bottom, it just goes that way, and if you send it from the top, it just goes that way. Anything's possible.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I think it works. Oh.
We might need some people out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Faith is left.
Well,
game. That was
it.
lag.
There goes the lag.
Alright, Minigun, you've been nominated the official anti-cheat ref. Not sure if you're supposed to be refereeing Deezer or CombatEX, but...
Minigun Deezer video. I saw that on Reddit. That's a good one, too.
What is that? I haven't seen that.
Deezer is like miles ahead and just starts yelling at Minigun. And then Minigun starts trying to win and then wins. And it's just hilarious because you see Deezer go from like, get out, so easy, lol,
yeah, to
like,
stop talking.
And he leaves the game.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, Deezer went for a probe snipe there, but he eventually he did not get the probe.
Yeah, they're both trying some tomfoolery with this probe here. This is like watching some kind of like mad scientist version of a zoo, like that last game. He builds that pylon in the cannon. If he lets the cannon finish, he can build cannons to his heart's desire. But he starts the cannon and then builds 4.
Yeah, immediately, instead of letting it finish to cover the others.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Sometimes you would think that a seasoned cannon rusher like CombatEX would understand the finer points of defending your cannon rush, but...
You'd think he'd have experience in that situation.
I just pray to God he like keeps a journal about Starcraft. It's like date 950 of cannon rushing.
And it gets, the memoirs of CombatEX get published someday.
Next to the face, it doesn't work.
4-8 from both.
Can you imagine CombatEX right now would be in the GSL if Blizzard would have never nerfed the phase cannons or whatever, the cannons that could actually move? I feel so bad for them, for CombatEX that.
In the GSL, if they live streamed it too.
Yeah, that's true. I'd love to hear the commentators. This is strange. CombatEX is the only player we've ever had in GSL who prefers the dual monitor setup when playing in the booth.
You know, we tried to tell him to turn YouTube off. That's what he claims he's doing, but then he just started yelling at us. That would actually... Okay, I just found out what we're going to do with Face Money. We send Deezer in CombatEX to the GSL Code A qualifier.
See, I always wanted to make a StarCraft tier team with a bunch of, like, horrible cheeser people, and then just send them to tournaments to see how many legitimate players they could snipe just to make everybody angry.
It'd be good. CombatEX goes to tournaments. People have cited him.
I've heard that, but apparently he gets permanently banned from those tournaments after showing up. So I mean, the amount of times he can actually afford to show up to a tournament is quite limited.
His tournament life is finite for sure.
I was gonna say earlier we should play a drinking game where every time one of the players' APM drops to 0 for a few seconds, when they check the stream, you take a drink.
Yeah, that's a good way to die. Look at Deezer getting in a position beforehand.
It's okay.
CombatEX has 1 extra stalker.
Deezer has a really good feel for the timings of when 4-gate hits, so he knew, like, at that point.
Terrible pylon positioning for CombatEX. He's going to have to warp in and then walk across the whole frickin' map. Deezer's going to come out of... Well... No, I don't know.
It's like CombatEX cut at 20 probes, Deezer at 22. Both players lost the same amount, although Deezer's not mining with one. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Maybe he thinks he doesn't need it to win. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, he heard me about the pylon. Here it comes.
There you go.
Combat, you know you want to. Put it down.
Deezer with 1 extra stalker.
I think he tried to put it down, but it got cancelled. What happened? I think he warped in the unit instead.
Final moments of this show match.
It all comes down to this.
Slowest fork.
Yep. Both players on the edge of their seats.
Staring at their other monitor.
I don't know how I feel about this. Deezer's got way too many stalkers.
Okay, here comes the smack talk, by the way. It's gonna happen like in 5 seconds.
Pause? Where's the pause?
Oh boy. CombatEX on full retreat.
Talk smack? That's like elevated. There it is.
CombatEX in full retreat. No? Is he gonna still push it? He can. He's at a unit disadvantage now. There's no way he can win by 4-getting, right?
Once you 4-gate, you don't stop. Yeah. I like that he's chrono boosting probes right now, though. That makes sense.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's given up. I think he's gonna try to expand behind it, but I mean, I don't know. I can't see why else he'd be chrono boosting probes.
You're right. He did give up on it.
Yeah.
But Deezer did not, so it's just weird. All right. Why is he? What?
Oh, he gets the probe.
Okay.
But he can still push it back.
He can, even though Deezer's pushing back here, CombatEX can warp in units at base, and since Deezer doesn't have a proxy pylon, he could actually survive this first push.
Yeah.
Getting that probe.
And if he can take out a lot of units while surviving this push.
Deezer is an expert 4-gater. Look at that pylon. I did not even think of that.
CombatEX building a pylon where the Nexus would go.
That's okay. CombatEX knows that... Wait, where's that pylon coming from?
That's Deezer's.
A probe that is likely stuck.
Oh, look at this Zealot into the mineral line. CombatEX, you are so good.
What a beast.
Oh, excuse me. That's Deezer building that pylon.
Oh, okay.
This is how he comes back.
CombatEX needed to take advantage of that high ground there. That would have been amazing.
Supply blocked.
Oh, he's going to pull his entire army back to deal with this one Zealot.
Oh, no! That might be what CombatEX needed. CombatEX, if you're watching the stream, you got to take that pylon on your expansion.
He'll lurch to move. Oh, no, Deezer heard you.
Critical seconds, though.
I don't know. This is going to be... Oh, shoot. CombatEX's stream delay is too great. He's walking into...
Yep.
Oh, boy. CombatEX just needed to... I feel like his economy was just so bad he couldn't afford a better internet connection here. It's probably going to cost him the game.
CombatEX is like the #1 supporter of like cutting down on latency, so it's super instantaneous.
Look at the concave, though.
Oh, wow. I don't know. This is some sick... This is a really good position for CombatEX to fight in.
No, go joke.
Did he just gain an advantage in Stalkers there?
He can't follow him. No, he's going to lose.
No, he's not. Yeah, he needs to just stay in his base. We need like a pro pull or something here to survive this. There's just no way.
Well, Deezer's going to play it really safe. He can taste the victory.
Uh-oh. He is tasting right now.
We have a second Zealot headed to the mineral line.
Oh, 2 sentries. A split here. Can 2 force fields cover that? Well, it wouldn't matter because they'd be funneled in so narrowly.
Second Zealot has reached the mineral line.
Oh my gosh, the force fields.
That was pretty good. He can take out all 4 of these Zealots here. And he's got a really nice concave that he can work with here, too.
Zealot with 4 kills at the top. I'll tell you what,
Oh, don't push out! Why would he push out?
He's terrible.
It's true. Oh, and then he lets Deezer walk in completely. It has to be like a pro pole or something here, doesn't it?
He's okay.
No,
Zill's tank really good.
I mean, Deezer's got like 6 more stalkers here. That's the only reason I ask. Deezer down to 19 probes.
Yeah.
1 more Zealot walking to the mineral field. Although I don't know, it looks like Deezer might have it here.
He busted it. Yep, that's it. CombatEX is your new champion. Oh no, it's Deezer.
Deezer, yeah.
Wow, and he will. I'm a little bit worried that Deezer won't do the interview.
Oh, thank you.
CombatEX gonna hold on here. Another Zealot in the mineral line.
Yeah. That Zealot's hacking away.
I don't think it's enough.
I think you
One pylon.
Oh no!
Oh, and Artosis pylon.
Artosis has destroyed the game. Oh boy.
A few words from our sponsors. He's trying to put up the pylon.
Refusing to give up.
CombatEX holding on to the bitter end. And a bitter end it will be.
These are taking the first 2 games. CombatEX taking the next 2. Epic game 5.
A reverse all kill. I mean, oh no.
No. These are taking the first 2.
Yeah.
Tal'Darim is a pretty lame map in that it almost does force semi-legitimate play sometimes.
It does.
Which does not favor CombatEX's style of not being very good at the game.
I think we can send this best of 11, perhaps.
Go other map.
Silent leave.
CombatEX wants more.
You know, Deezer came back. I mean, let's talk about the comeback story of this too.
Yeah, and the psyche behind both players. You know, being down 2-0 after 2-0ing your opponent in a series like that has to have a significant impact on your ability to cheese, right?
His mental tenacity is just the thing of legends. He was sure that he couldn't play anymore, and he was like, you know what, I want to play. Came back and win. I mean, that's just.
But I mean, we've seen examples of Deezer having that kind of, I don't know, that game fortitude. I mean, in the past, because we've seen him talk shit to people that have repeatedly raped him while he's streaming. So, I mean, it's almost as if, I don't know, maybe that carries over. Maybe those qualities are universal.
Well, he just had to suck it up
to all aspects of his play.
4 warp gates, man. 4 warp gates.
The life of a stream sniping troll is actually, like, undisputably one of the most difficult paths you can take as a Starcraft 2 pro gamer. You both have you have to watch a stream and play at the same time while not being as good as the person you're sniping.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of multitasking. I don't know if you remember. I remember back in my early Brood War days, and I'm sure Kyle remembers this too. Everybody can admit that at one point in Brood War, when you first started out of the game and you sucked, you map hacked. I'll admit it. I was pretty bad, playing fastest map possible. And hacking, when you were that bad, map hacking did not guarantee that you would win the game.
No, it didn't. You spent way too much time looking at your opponent when you really should have been looking at your own base.
Yeah, especially when you suck horribly at the game. Map hacking just wasn't enough to get you through to the win.
They were just really important. I didn't realize that at a point in time. Is Deezer just going to sit on his lead, or are we going to get another game?
If I remember correctly from my days in X17, the procedures at this point in time when you achieve the lead, you now quit. You just
you never ever play another game again. But part of those procedures would be Deezer joining this game and proceeding to talk shit and remind CombatEX that he's not going to play any more games.
Right. I think that should be at least what he does.
So yeah, see, like right now Deezer's good in that he tells me no thanks, I'm 3-2, but he needs to be telling that to CombatEX.
Yeah. On Skype if we can.
Yeah.
That's the least he could do.